In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 college basketball games happening on November 7th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 10 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Georgetown versus Maryland. Both teams entered this matchup with identical 1-0 records, setting the stage for an early test of form and composure. Each side aims to build on its opening win and capture some early momentum. Maryland holds the home court advantage, which could play a meaningful role in shaping the game's flow and intensity. The Terrapins have shown steadier progress in recent seasons, while Georgetown continues to rebuild after a difficult stretch spanning roughly the past decade. With that in mind, confidence in the Hoyas managing a close result on the road remains limited. As our first pick for this matchup, the Maryland Terrapins to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both programs began the new season on a strong note. Maryland earned a convincing 22-point victory at home and now plays again in familiar territory, while Georgetown followed its own 17-point win at home with this first road test. Last season, Maryland posted the stronger overall record and displayed a more productive offense, scoring about 9.1 points per game more than Georgetown. On defense, both teams proved reliable, combining to allow 136.6 points per game, which placed them among the nation's top 91 defensive units. Their season openers reinforced that pattern, as both kept their opponents to a combined 131 points. Given those defensive numbers and early performances, this meeting shapes up as a contest likely controlled by defense and pace. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Tulsa versus Rhode Island. Rhode Island steps into this matchup with rhythm and confidence. The Rams showed sharp ball movement and a balanced attack in their opener, spreading the scoring across their lineup and playing tight perimeter defense. Their guards control tempo, their wings crash the glass, and their forwards protect the rim. This isn't a high-risk team. They play with structure and discipline. Tulsa, meanwhile, is still finding its identity after adding a wave of new faces. The Golden Hurricane looked solid against a Division II opponent, but that's not the same as going up against an organized, physical Atlantic 10 roster. Rhode Island's advantage lies in cohesion and decision-making late in possessions. When the game slows, that matters. As our first pick for this matchup, the Rhode Island Rams to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The total tells a different story. The number sits high, and that suggests the market expects a fast, open game. The data says otherwise. Tulsa's outside shooting hasn't yet caught up to its pace, and Rhode Island's defense forces long, draining possessions. The Rams attack inside and look to the line. The Golden Hurricane rely on slashing guards and transition chances. Both teams are still adjusting rotations, which can stall scoring for stretches. When the early adrenaline fades, this should look more like a half-court contest than a shootout. The shots will come, but the rhythm won't stay constant. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas versus North Carolina, an early season blue blood bout in a new setting for the rivalry, and the energy at the Smith Center will be volcanic. Still, what travels is ball security and rim protection. Kansas opened with just 3 turnovers and a 94-point clinic, powered by a hyper-efficient interior anchor and a freshman scorer who didn't blink in his debut. North Carolina's newcomers pop too, balanced scoring, real length, but cohesion gets stress-tested when possessions tighten and transition dries up. With the market shading the home side by a bucket, the value sits on the team that's been the cleaner, more mistake-averse outfit so far. As our first pick for this matchup, the Kansas Jayhawks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams just hung 94 in tune-ups, which nudged the total north. But those blowouts hit a telling symmetry. Each held its opponent near 30% shooting. One forced heaps of giveaways while the other basically refused to commit them. That cocktail usually squeezes pace and easy points when the step-up in class arrives. Fewer runouts, more half-court chess, and longer trips without whistles. Fun, physical, and a touch slower than the number implies. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Purdue versus Oakland. The Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Purdue Boilermakers face off Friday in college basketball action at Mackey Arena. Purdue began their season with a decisive win over Evansville, controlling the tempo and showing efficient ball movement. The Boilermakers connected on 47.5% of their field goals and went 13 of 29 from beyond the arc, good for 44.8%. Their perimeter shooting was sharp, but the inside play told a different story. Purdue was out-rebounded 35-34 and finished even in points in the paint at 22-22. That balance suggests room for improvement under the basket, where their size and strength should give them more of an edge. A stronger showing in rebounding and interior defense will be key against Oakland on Friday. Oakland, meanwhile, enters another demanding road test after taking a heavy loss against Michigan in their opener. In that game, the Wolverines dominated offensively, hitting 64.3% from the field and going 19 of 35 from three-point range, a 54.3% clip. Michigan also excelled at the line, sinking 12 of 13 for 92.3%. The Grizzlies struggled to match that level of execution, losing the rebounding battle 38-19 and getting outscored 48-26 in the paint. Oakland's defense was unable to slow Michigan's motion or perimeter spacing, leaving open lanes and clean looks throughout the game. It will take more balanced performances before there is a clear picture of where this team stands early in the season, especially against stronger competition. Facing Purdue's experienced lineup will be another uphill task, and keeping pace could prove difficult once again. Purdue enters this matchup on the back of a 31-point victory to open the year against Evansville, and they now meet an Oakland squad that surrendered 121 points to Michigan. The Grizzlies' defense struggled mightily to contest shots or close passing lanes, allowing a Michigan team to shoot well over 64% from the floor. Purdue brings back a core of players with experience and cohesion, showing both depth and composure in their opener. Their spacing, perimeter shooting, and interior presence give them the balance to stretch leads as games progress, and that may again become clear as this contest unfolds. As our first pick for this matchup, the Purdue Boilermakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Scoring tempo should stay lively. Oakland just played a track meet in Ann Arbor and still found 78 of their own behind Garrett, Tuburu Naivalarua, Wells, and Brody Robinson. Purdue's spacing was clean and their non-stop guard pressure tends to keep the scoreboard moving, even with bench waves late. Add in today's high market total and the risk of backdoor buckets in mop-up time, and this profiles as points, not a rock fight. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington State versus Davidson. A cross-country opener on short rest is a rough way to start a season, especially for a Washington State team still finding its rhythm. The Cougars looked solid in stretches against Idaho but couldn't close the deal, falling 83-81 at home. They handled the ball well, turning it over only 5 times, and drew fouls often enough to get 34 free throw attempts. The problem came from deep, just 6 for 28 from 3. That inconsistency cost them a win they should have secured. Davidson, meanwhile, opened its year in rhythm and looked sharper on both ends of the court. The Wildcats knocked down 11 threes, shared the ball cleanly, and turned it over only 7 times. Their defense forced 13 steals and kept constant pressure on the perimeter. The scoring was balanced, led by Hunter Adam, R.J. Greer, Manny Joses, and Josh Scovins. They looked organized, confident, and well-prepared. This matchup marks the first time these two programs have met, and it happens in Belk Arena, where Davidson is historically steady. The line shows them as favorites, and for good reason. Washington State is still blending new pieces and has to adjust quickly on the road. Davidson's steadiness and ball control give them the edge at home. As our first pick for this matchup, the Davidson Wildcats to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Washington State's opener finished with 164 combined points, the result of a fast pace and a heavy mix of threes and free throws. They got to the line often and took plenty of shots from distance. When those shots start falling, scores climb time quickly. Davidson showed similar rhythm in its opener, dropping 97 points with 11 made threes and an efficient offense that didn't waste possessions. Both teams value movement and spacing, and both prefer to attack early in the clock. Under coach David Riley, Washington State built its identity on passing and efficient shot creation. His teams ranked near the top nationally in field goal percentage and assists. Davidson has long shared that same profile, a patient but opportunistic offense that thrives on spacing and tempo. This total number looks conservative given how each team played this week. Both move the ball, both draw contact, and both shoot enough threes to stretch defenses thin. The key difference lies in execution, not intent. Washington State wants to speed up, while Davidson is comfortable matching pace if it means open looks. The game script points towards steady scoring on both sides and enough offensive control to keep the scoreboard active. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.